So we're headed to the surgery center this morning. I may have forgot to mention I'm having a little procedure done today, rhinoplasty and some liposuction. And I know the first question most of you will have is why? Like, what is the motive behind that? And honestly, this is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. This little family heirloom is a gift from my father, and I'm just ready for it to change a little bit, to change my smile, to change mostly how I look in photographs. I feel very confident in person, but in photos, I have a straight up S curve in my nose, and I'm gonna have that straightened out, and I'm really kind of excited about it. A little nervous. There was no getting ready for this. I'm supposed to arrive with absolutely no perfume, no jewelry, no fingernails, no earrings, no makeup, completely bare, and in clothing that is easy to take off and put back on. So no getting cute for this this morning. I begged my girls for lashes last night, and they said no because the surgeon will probably just take them off. So here we go. We're on our way, and we're going to film the kind of the before and after, and the doctor is going to provide me with the surgery footage, the parts that are able to be shown. The doctor that I chose, I'm just going to say he was not chosen for his winning personality, but was definitely the one that I felt had the most experience in rhinoplasty. He's Dr. Boom Boom Pow. In case you've seen the billboards or seen him on TikTok, it's Dr. Genevieve. He's here in San Antonio, and he's in the Stone Oak area. So that is where we're headed from Cibolo now to Stone Oak. And apparently, according to his videos, rhinoplasty is the biggest challenge and his favorite element of plastic surgery because it's challenging and he feels like he's really good at it. So one of the interesting things that has to happen, because my nose has to be broken in two different places, and they kind of remove the error in my nose, he has to use cadaver cartilage to create what he calls little railroad tracks that will be the sort of structure in my nose. So they had to check with me to make sure I was okay with cadaver parts being used. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Another plastic surgeon that I talked to, that I guess interviewed with or did a consult with, they said that they can use pig cartilage, or they can take it from your own body. So anyway, I was happy with the cadaver option because I'd rather be pork free after this and maybe not have any more wounds in my body from harvesting my own cartilage. Like, where does that even come from? I should have asked, but I didn't.
So our guys used it from your rib.
Oh, maybe that was what. Maybe that's what she said. Maybe it was from the rib. Yeah, that's.
Interesting.
It seems like that would hurt.
It does. From what I'm told. I don't know.
No thanks.
I'll go with cadaver.
Yeah. The liposuction is apparently kind of new. It starts with an R. There's some kind of new technology that uses helium and some type of gas, another type of gas, and it basically severs the fibrous tissues in fat. And like he said, that they literally go in and you can see the skin actually tightening. That traditional lipo can leave wrinkly skin because the fat's being removed underneath it. And I've also, maybe this is now the time to go ahead and confess that I had weight loss surgery in November this last year. So on Thanksgiving Day, I flew to Mexico and had weight loss surgery. And I did that because my niece had done it, and I went to the same person that she recommended. She said it was an incredible experience. It was all of a whopping $4,000, which is like a fourth of what they charge here. And they wouldn't do my surgery here anyway because my BMI was not high enough. So in Mexico, they don't care. And that, I think that BMI, it's all regulated so heavily by the insurance companies, and not just the insurance, because health insurance doesn't pay for plastic surgery, but the insurance companies that insure the doctors that provide their medical malpractice, that's who they work for. And they have to do what they're told. So anyway, I feel like in Mexico that's not necessarily the case, and they're all certified by the same board that certifies all surgeons. So it didn't really matter to me that it was Mexico. So I flew to San Diego, and they picked me up from the airport and took me straight into Tijuana, which is a remarkably different city than I remember in college. Like, it is a very big city, and you know, there's a lot of modern buildings. It did not feel like the old days of, you know, going across the border to the Cadillac bar and, you know, having a margarita and dancing till the sun came up. So it was a great experience. It was easy. The care was impeccable. I went all by myself, and I flew back 3 days later, and 10 pounds later, immediately lost 10 pounds. So I'm down 65 pounds total. I only really was aiming to lose about 35, but it just keeps falling off. So anyway, have some loose skin from that. So the fat loss does create some crepey skin effects. So apparently this, I wish I could remember what the name of it is. It's not resonance, but it's something like that. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that is some new technology that is being used for lipo now. So tightening of the skin almost immediately. But he did say that I wouldn't really see obvious results for, I think he said 6 months. Like, he said, basically we can do a tummy tuck and you can lose 80% of the fat around your stomach. But I did not want to do that because I just feel like tummy tucks look like tummy tucks. Like, it's so obvious when I see somebody with one. I'm like, or you can do 30% of fat loss with this lipo. So, and they gave me a really good deal. Apparently they, you may know this because you were in marketing for plastic surgery, but they negotiate. I just thought the price is the price, like, but that's not true. I got into the little finance office the day that I booked the surgery, and they were more than happy to work with me and get to the price that I wanted to pay. So I felt like I was kind of getting lipo for free. I expected the rhinoplasty to be a certain amount of money, and we'll talk about the money. So the reason I did not go to Mexico to have my nose done is because I'm now a single parent, and I wasn't at Thanksgiving. So my kids were fine with me going to Mexico. Their dad was home with them. It was just there was a different vibe in our family at that time, and I wanted to get that kind of done and out of the way and start getting just healthier and feel a little bit stronger. Started, you know, doing some strength training, and I just felt like I needed to be stronger for what was coming up and what we knew was going to be the loss of my husband. So now that he has passed, when I talked to the kids about doing rhinoplasty, they just flat out nixed Mexico. They were like, no, Mom, it would make us so nervous if you went there, and you're our lifeline now. Like, they just weren't okay with it. So I decided to go with the local option, and the price difference is worth it for their peace of mind. So, and I guess with rhinoplasty, removing my stomach is a little less scary, and I wanted to vet the doctor a little bit more than it's my face, you know, it's my business,
More
it's my
cosmetic element.
more of a skill, I think, than, and I could be wrong. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that there are some botched nose jobs out there, even in Hollywood. So here we are.